late night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night at Dunkin' Donuts located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop on the Highway 7 exit. There's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We hear that you may not have heard us earlier, so we're just trying to let you know everything that's going on. We're getting ready to have homecoming festivities. We'll have the coronation coming up here in just a minute or two. We'll have that live here on 4tees.com, and you may hear a little wind noise as we have the microphones blaring so that you'll be able to hear this. And then we will also have the Hall of Fame induction ceremony after that as well. So we will have those 2 things coming your way. We will try to have a little bit of pregame in between there as well, but we want to let everybody be able to see everything that is going on here from Harrisonville on Homecoming 2017. So we will take another timeout, and we will go live here in just a minute as we have Coronation 2017 for your homecoming king and queen. We'll be back with some pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only lonely owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We'll also have your keys to the game, opening kickoff, offensive line, starting lineups, all after this. You're listening to High School Football, 4tees.com. We'll be back.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
And the winner of today's homecoming parade float competition, girls tennis. Congratulations, girls, for winning the homecoming parade float competition. And now, student council members Haley Holden and Alec Baker will be announcing our homecoming king and queen candidates.
Homecoming is a time to come together and celebrate our school and community. Student Council is proud to be in charge of these homecoming events. This is a time to celebrate that we are an important part of our community and we will forever be alumni of Harrisonville High School.
There were 10 seniors selected by the student body to represent our school and our community. Here are your 2017 candidates.
Mallory Nicole Kimball is the daughter of Shonda and Robert Kimball. Mallory is a 3-year academic letter recipient and a 2-time academic all-state recipient and scored a 4 on her AP language exam. She is involved in varsity softball, which she has lettered in for 3 years and received a Defensive Player of the Year award. Mallory has been a part of Future Business Leaders of America for 3 years and a member of the Mercenaries all 4 years that she has been in high school. Outside of school, Mallory is involved in competitive softball. After high school, Mallory's plan is to attend Avila to major in kinesiology and continue her softball career.
Jasper Nathan Davis is the son of Jamie and Wanda Davis. Jasper is a part of the varsity football team and is also involved in Music Makers. In his free time, Jasper enjoys watching movies, going outside for sports, and hanging out with his friends. His favorite high school memory is winning state his junior year. After Jasper graduates, he plans to go to college, play a little football, major in teaching, and spend the rest of his life with Sydney Graves. Ladies and gentlemen, Mallory Kimball and Jasper Davis.
Sloan Reagan Bell is the daughter of Chris and Amy Bell. Her academic achievements include lettering in choir for 3 years and participating in MRVC choir for 2 consecutive years. Sloan has played tennis her junior and senior year and has lettered in tennis her junior year. She was a part of yearbook staff her junior year and is the business editor of the year. After high school, Sloan plans to move to Houston, Texas with her dog Sparky to work for a company called AIL and to further her education taking courses at Houston Community College.
John Wesley Code is the son of Johnny and Jennifer Code. He has been involved in show choir for 4 years and band for 2 years. John was the outstanding male performer and received a 2 rating in his solo at state. He was in all-state show choir and all-district choir. After high school, he plans to attend the Conservatory of Dance and Music at UMKC to major in dance with a minor in vocal performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Sloan Bell and John Code.
Audrey Elaine Wellhoff is the daughter of Scott and Paige Wellhoff. She has received an academic letter each year of high school and has been named to the principal's honor roll for all 4 years of high school. Audrey has been in the top 15% of her class throughout her high school career and has also earned academic all-conference for tennis 2 years in a row. Audrey has been a part of show choir all 4 years and has earned a letter in vocal music. She is honored to be a part of the National Honor Society and the NHS leadership team. She has been an active member of Student Council, a freshman mentor, and a peer helper. She is currently the student body president for Student Council. She is currently the Student of the Month for September. Audrey is a SAD member, a drama club member, and a letter winner, and a part of the Key Club. After high school, Audrey plans to attend a 4-year university to enter into the medical field.
Cody Lane Jones is the son of Travis and Lena Jones. Cody is president of the Drama Club. He has taken part in several of the school's theater productions. For 3 years, Cody has been involved in show choir. He is a part of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and is an active member in Student Council. After graduation, Cody would like to continue his acting career and pursue ministry as he attends college. Ladies and gentlemen, Audrey Wellhoff and Cody Jones.
Anna Marie Sapples is the daughter of Ryan and Wendy Sapples. Anna has received 3-year academic all-conference in basketball and softball, the Academic Excellence Award the last 3 years, and is in the top 15% of her class for academic achievements. She is involved in varsity softball, varsity basketball, FCA, campaigners, and she is a peer helper. Outside of school, Anna is a member of Heart of Life Church, The Vault, and Brick Squad, and has a passion for mission trips and sharing about God whenever she can. After high school, Anna plans on taking online classes through Longview for her first year so she can spend her first semester in Taiwan teaching. After that, she plans on transferring to a Christian university to study and become a missionary.
Nicholas Anthony Laughlin is the son of Tony and Andrea Laughlin. Nicholas has lettered 3 years in academics and for 2 years has been in the top 15% of his class. Nicholas plays football, basketball, and golf. He is the executive secretary for the Student Council and has taken various leadership roles throughout his high school career. He is also a member of National Honor Society. He was part of the 2016 Class 4 state champion football team and named second all-district. He was an academic all-conference recipient for 3 years in football, basketball, and in golf. After graduation, Nicholas plans to attend Truman State University for pre-med and become a dermatologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Sapples and Nicholas Laughlin.
Susanna Grace Tracy is the daughter of Dr. Long and Dana Tracy. Her academic achievements include making the honor roll and receiving the Academic All-American for dance. Other school activities and achievements include receiving the All-American Dancer nomination and being a member of the dance team all 4 years of high school, being a member of the AV team and making all-stage show choir. She is also in Music Makers and Honor Choir. She is also an active member in Key Club and Academic Club and is the senior class president of Student Council. After graduation, Susanna would like to attend BYU or BYU Idaho, get married, and of course, have children.
Joseph Troy Bowers is the son of Troy and Jamie Bowers. Joe is a 3-year letter winner in football and baseball. He has also received academic all-conference in both football and baseball, team all-conference and first team all-district in football. He was also second team all-conference in baseball. After graduation, Joe plans to go to a 4-year university, major in business and management, and play football. Ladies and gentlemen, Susanna Tracy and Joseph Bowers. And now for our honorary Prince and Princess.
Brinley Christine Terwilliger is the daughter of Randy and Emily Terwilliger. Brinley enjoys playing Paw Patrol, coloring, going fishing, snuggling with Rowan and Mama, and going to Silver Dollar City. When she grows up, she would like to be a pet vet like Doc McStuffins.
Our Prince candidate this year is Judson David Meeks. Judson David Meeks is the son of Thomas and Christy Meeks. In his free time, Judson loves to play on the playground with Madison and Logan. When Judson grows up, he would like to be a police officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Brinley Terwilliger and Judson Meeks.
We would like to thank these candidates for their hard work exemplifying the spirit of homecoming throughout our weekly festivities. While we only crown one king and queen, all of these nominees are winners.
On the field to crown our new king and queen are last year's winners, Jake Holden and Landon Getz. Thank you, Jake and Landon, for coming back from college, and Landon flying all the way from California to participate in this amazing crowning ceremony. Can we all give a round of applause for Jake and Landon? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Envelope, please, Alec. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 homecoming king is Nicholas Laughlin.
And now, your 2017 Queen candidate. Envelope, please, Haley. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 Homecoming Queen is Mallory Kimball.
Congratulations to our newly crowned homecoming king and queen. We are grateful for all of your spirited support this year. You are truly Harrisonville's royalty, and we are so happy for you. Go Cats!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. You just saw the coronation of King and Queen. Congratulations to Mallory and Nicholas as they were King and Queen for 2017. It is your pregame show brought to you by your friends at Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We're about 15, 20 minutes away from kickoff, maybe a little bit longer. We're going to have our Hall of Fame induction coming up in a couple of minutes. Right now it is the pregame show. We're going to talk about our keys to the game now for the Harrisonville Wildcats. For the keys to your dream home, go see your friends, the hometown team with Keller Williams Realty, the Hearn Group. Those are our great sponsors of the keys to the game. Key number one tonight for the Harrisonville Wildcats. Focus, please. For the Wildcats, you have got to focus. That is the one thing on all the coaches' minds this week is you got to focus. You got to make sure that your mind is in the right place. You have all these festivities going on the sidelines. You have everything going on. You have coronation. You have the parade. You have the bonfire. You have the pep assembly, everything going on. You got to clear your mind out before the game, and you got to get ready to rock and roll. That is key number one. Key number two for the Wildcats tonight, you have to limit the mistakes. Cats have struggled with their mistakes all season long. The penalties have been a problem at times, as well as fumbles at inopportune times. If you're the Harrisonville Wildcats, you got to limit your mistakes tonight to try to get on the scoreboard. Key number three, you have got to get out there and you got to get some revenge. Excelsior Springs beat you last season. You got to come back, get some revenge. You want to move to 1-0 in conference to start the conference season off. So hopefully the Wildcats can get on the right track, get back on the winning track as they are 2-2 on the season. They've lost their last two games, and they would like to get back on the winning side of it, get to 3-2, and take care of business. So we got a lot left on this pregame show. Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Keller Williams Realty, the Hearn Group. Get the keys to your dream home today. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your starting lineups as well as the homecoming the Homecoming Hall of Fame inductions right after this. You're listening to High School Football and watching on 4Ts.com.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
The Harrisonville Wildcats football program has had a long and storied tradition throughout its history. Tonight we will honor outstanding football alumni and others that have contributed to the success and tradition that is Wildcat football with the induction of the 2017 Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Our first inductee is Dudley Childress. Dudley Childress graduated from Harrisonville High School in 1952. Dudley would play quarterback his senior year, leading the team with 21 touchdowns. He still holds the record at Harrisonville High School for the longest rushing touchdown from scrimmage with a 99-yard run against Blue Springs in 1951. Dudley would lead the 1951 team to an undefeated 10-0 record, capping the season with a 14-13 Mineral Water Bowl victory over Higginsville. He played on teams at Harrisonville that were part of a 40-game winning streak from 1950 through 1954. Dudley will be named to the 1951 Missouri Sports Writers Sportscasters All-State Team as a third-team back. He was the 1952 winner of the Brutus Hamilton Award for Outstanding Harrisonville High School Athlete. Dudley would also be named valedictorian of his class in 1952. Upon graduation, Dudley would attend the University of Missouri on a football scholarship. He would earn a bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering. Dudley would then receive his PhD from Northwestern University with a major in electrical engineering and minor in biochemical engineering. Dr. Dudley Childress would go on to become a pioneer in the field of prosthetics and rehabilitation engineering. In 2005, Dr. Childress was inducted into the Harrisonville High School Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame. Tonight, we are honored to induct Dudley Childress into the Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Dudley Childress. Accepting the award on behalf of Dudley is Lauren Smith. Our next inductee is Bob Barrett. Bob Barrett was the head coach of the Wildcats football program from 1975 through 1989 and an assistant coach in 1974. During his 15 seasons as head coach, he would accumulate a record of 113 wins, 35 losses against 2 ties, which is the most wins by any head coach in Harrisonville High School history. During those 15 seasons, he would post 14 winning seasons. Coach Barrett would coach 6 one-loss teams during his time at Harrisonville, 74, 75, 76, 79, 83, and 84. His teams would win 8 West Central Conference championships, 75, 76, 77, 78, 83, 84, 85, and 89. Coach Barrett's teams would make 6 state playoff appearances, 80, 81, 83, 84, 85, and 87. His teams would play for 6 district championships, winning 3, 81, 83, and 84. He would lead the 1981 team to the Class 3 quarterfinals, the 1983 team to a Class 3A Show Me Bowl runner-up, and the 1984 team to the Class 4A semifinal. Coach Barrett would be named as the 1983 Missouri Sports Writers Sportscasters Class 3A Coach of the Year. Tonight we are honored to induct Bob Barrett to the Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Barrett. Our next inductee is Fred Bashar. Fred Bashar was head coach of the Wildcats football program from 2002 through 2007. During his 6 seasons at Harrisonville, he would post a record of 75 wins against only 6 losses. Coach Bashar's teams would win 6 West Central Conference championships and 6 Class 3A District 12 championships during his tenure at Harrisonville. His teams would make 6 state playoff appearances, 2002 Class 3 sectional qualifiers, 2004 Class 3 state runner-ups, 2003, 5, 6, and 7 Class 3 state champions. He coached the program to a 41-game winning streak from September 9th, 2005 through November 24th, 2007. Fred was named the 2003 and 2007 Missouri Sports Writers Sportscasters Class 3A Coach of the Year. He is the 2007 Missouri Football Coach of the Class of the Year, the 2005 MoKan All-Star Game Missouri head coach, the 2006 Midwest Region Coach of the Year, and in 2006 was one of 6 finalists for the National Coach of the Year. After leaving Harrisonville, he would win the Class 5 state championship at Stately High School in 2011. Fred would retire from coaching following the 2015 season with a record of 201 wins, 47 losses for his career. In 2016, Coach Bashard was inducted into the Missouri Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Tonight, we are honored to induct Fred Bashard into the Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Bashard. Our next inductee is Michael Keck. Michael Keck graduated from Harrisonville High School in 2007. He is the most highly recruited player to ever come out of Harrisonville in the program's history. Michael would play on 3 state championship teams, 3, 5, and 6, and 1 state runner-up in 04. During his time at Harrisonville, he would play on teams that accumulated a 53-3 record from 2003 to 2006. He would be named to the Missouri Football Coaches Association All-State teams in 3, 4, 5, and 6. The Missouri Sports Writers Sportscasters All-State teams in 5 and 6. Kansas City Star All-Metro teams in 4, 5, and 6. Bobby Bell Award finalists in 2005. Bobby Bell Award winner in 2006. West Central Conference All teams in 2004, 5, and 6. Upon graduation, Michael was named as the 2007 Parade Magazine Parade All-American. He was rated the #1 overall prospect in the state of Missouri by Super Prep and the #1 overall prospect in the state of Missouri by Rivals.com. Michael was ranked by Prep Stars the number 16 overall prospect in any position in the Midlands region, as well as the number 11 overall weak side linebacker recruit in the United States. He was ranked as the nation's number 12 defensive line prospect in 06 and 07. Michael would choose to play college football at the University of Missouri over offers from Nebraska, Wisconsin, Iowa, Alabama, Colorado, Kansas State, and Kansas. He would redshirt his freshman year at Mizzou in 2007 and play in 1 game in 08. He would transfer to Missouri State University in 2009. He was twice named Missouri State Defensive Player of the Week. In 2009, Michael was named Missouri Valley Conference Newcomer of the Year. Heading into the 2010 season, he was ranked the number 26 Division I FCS outside linebacker by Phil Steele's College Football Preview. Tonight, we're honored to induct Michael Keck into the Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Keck. And accepting on behalf of Michael Keck is Charlotte Keck. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2017 class of the Harrisonville Wildcats Football Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's and the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer. The Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it, Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com. Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384.
Back to school means new hours at the Vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We are back. It's homecoming. That means we're starting a little bit late, 7:15 scheduled kickoff, so we still got about 10 or 15 minutes before we get to your opening kickoff. I want to give a shout-out to everybody over at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House watching tonight. I know some of our great sponsors besides Forged by Fire are there watching as well. So go say hi to William Young. William, I know you're there. So we are ready for some high school football action. It's time for Where's the Beef? It's on the offensive line and the half-pound Boss Burger at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive line. And our big guys up front this week, it will be Lance Short, Keegan Rowe, Kalen Johnson, Nick Cruz, Ben Clary. Also, you will see CJ Caterly, Sam East, and Trevor Campbell in there from time to time as well. Where's the beef? It is on that offensive line and the half-pound Boss Burger at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. We're waiting for both teams to come out on the field as we are here in the pregame show. Let's run down a list of all of our great sponsors on 4Ts.com. Show Me Auto Mall, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, Max Ford of Harrisonville, Holland's Auto Sales, Schroeder Chiropractic, Papa Murphy's, Colby's Car Clinic, American Heritage Realtors, Sherwood Community Bank, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, The Vault, Verizon Wireless Cell Only, Greg's Wheel Alignment, Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, Keller Williams, The Hearn Group, Stafford and Stafford Insurance, Absolute Health Chiropractic, Harrisonville Star, Sapp Brothers, Salon 114, Upcycled Orchard, Sapp Brothers Service Center, Dunkin' Donuts, Apple Barrel Restaurant, and Young's Auto LLC. We await the Harrisonville Wildcats to come out on the field. Let's run down the starting lineups real quick. Brought to you by Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance. That's Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Call them today at 816-884-4800. Wildcat starters on the offensive side. We just talked about the offensive line. Let's meet your specialist for the Cats. Quarterbacking tonight will be number 7, Joe Bowers. So a little bit of mix-up in the backfield as Bowers is going to go to quarterback. That'll leave Wyatt Reynolds and Joe Freeman as your running backs. Your wide receivers, Colby Knowles and Nick McCleve. Also, Jasper Davis will see time out there. And number 12, we're just going to call him the King tonight, and that'll be Nicholas Laughlin. He will be out there, and our tight end, 84, Kurt Poisel. That's your starting lineup, brought to you by Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance. It's Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Call them today at 816-884-4800. We're going to take another quick timeout, and we'll be back live from Memorial Stadium for your coin toss and opening kickoff after this. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford and Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back to our pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We're just a couple of minutes away from your opening kickoff. We're about to have our coin toss as both team captains are going to make their way to the middle of the field. Not very often the Harrisonville Wildcats are looking for revenge, but tonight is one of those nights. They were the state champions last year. They did go 12-3, but one of those 3 losses came at the hands of these Excelsior Springs Tigers. So the Cats would like to get some revenge tonight against the Excelsior Springs Tigers and get back on the winning track. That loss, coupled with the loss the following week last year to Green Valley, cost the Wildcats a conference title. So even though they won a district and a state championship last year, they did not bring home their conference title, and that is a little bit of a testament to how good the MRVC West is and how kind of unheralded the MRVC West is. You know, a lot of people think it's Harrisonville's conference and everybody else is just there, but an interesting stat for you, there has been a state finalist come out of the MRVC West the last 3 consecutive years. Oak Grove won it in 2014, and in 2015 Odessa made it all the way to the state championship game before following, and in 2016 your Harrisonville Wildcats won a state championship. So this is a good football conference, and when people forget about it is when that Wildcats and the rest of this conference start taking over things. So this could go a long way in determining who your conference champion is here tonight. So the Cats looking to get on the winning track, and I also looked at it as the coin toss was with 3:30 to go here in quarter number 1. The Cats lead it 7-0. So 7-0 to score, 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. Wide receiver flanked out left side. Soria now switches an end from the right to the left side. In motion they go with Seeley, and they're going to look to pitch it. No, Soria going to keep it himself and walks it into the end zone for 6. And that's been the play both times that's kind of caught the Cats defense on its heels. When they run Seeley out, way out from right to left, that pitch opportunity, the Cats have been biting on it, and that's caused them and caused Soria to get to the inside and get yardage. So 7-6 the score as we await the extra point. Chance for to tie this one up here. The kick is up. The kick is good, and it's 7-7. Your score with 2:58 to go here in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. We'll be right back.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are a locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. 7-7 our score, 2:58 to go here in the first quarter. Cats and Excelsior are knotted up at 7 apiece. It was that short field that did the Cats in, about 30-35 yards. And that has been, there was the turnover. Little kick down to about the 20, picked up by the Cats. Jasper Davis has it 25, barrels over a defender up to almost the 30, going to bring up first down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. So a turnover in a short field results in 7 for Excelsior Springs, and the Cats offense will have it at their own 29 for this third opportunity. So we'll see Bowers and company back out onto the field. It'll be Freeman and Reynolds onto the field. And under center goes Bowers. This time he's going to give it up the middle. Can't tell if he kept it himself or him and Reynolds both carried it. And it will be a second down, maybe a half yard they gain. So second and about 9+ for the Cats. Laughlin going to bring the play in with 2:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Cats and Excelsior tied at 7-all.
Tigers on the line, Cats to the line, and here we go.
Cats are going to have McCleve flanked out right side, near side. Looks like it'll be Davis. And they're going to throw it over the middle. No. Should say out into the flats for McCleve, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 9 coming up.
On the uniform real quick.
So 2:12 to go. Zach mentioned going down and putting on the jersey. You're a little bit taller than the number 6 that we got out there, so they may know something's up with a 6'4" quarterback comes walking into the game. 2 wide receivers set to the left side, split backs in the backfield. Bowers nowhere to go, sacked for a loss of about 4. Was Covey in with the sack, and that means a punt for the Cats. So 4th down coming up, and the Cats are going to have to punt it away. So you can see early on in this ball game the difference in offensive ran from your own side of the field and an offense ran on your side of the field, or on the opponent's side of the field. It'll be an offside on Excelsior, give the Cats 5 more yards. They'll move it up to about the 31. But when the Cats had a short field, 2 plays, boom, they're in. Excelsior has a short field, 6 or 7 plays, boom, they're in the end zone. Both teams started deep in their own territory. They've struggled to get their offense going. So 5-yard penalty will bring up 4th down at about 9. They'll mark the ball at the 30-yard line. Windy night here from Harrisonville at Memorial Stadium, high above the stadium here by the press box. 2 wide receivers set to this side at a kick by Bird, a high end over end kick, going to be taken at about the 30 by Seeley. He's going to get out to the 40, 45, 50, down the far sideline and tripped up and taken out of bounds by Ben Cleary all the way down to the Wildcat 40-yard line. Going to mark him at the 40. So 1st and 10 coming up, and again, Excelsior going to have a short field on the Wildcat 40-yard line. Cats going to need to get a 3 and out here and try to spin this field of possession. So Soria brings his team to the line of scrimmage, 2 backs off the end. Offense happening on either side. Both teams cashed in on short fields, but other than that, it has been a battle of the trenches with neither team doing much. 35 to go here in the first half. 2 wide receivers set to your left side. Make it 3. Nobody in the backfield. And Soria, he's going to pitch it back in the backfield. A gain of 2 or 3 for Seeley as he was coming from right to left. Up to about the 49-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6. 5:15 to go here in the first half, and it's just outside of midfield, their own 49 for Excelsior Springs. Wide receiver flanked out to the right this time. End goes from left to right. In motion they're going to go. And Soria looking to pitch. Nowhere to go. Cats read it. And again, Isaiah Patrick in the backfield to disrupt that one was all over Soria. It's almost like they have him as a spy on Soria, and he did not let anything go. He's the first one there on the contact. And the wrap-up brings up 3rd down and about 12. Looks like they're going to go with nickel coverage here as they bring the middle linebacker out. Add in that extra defensive back, so we're going to have 5 defensive backs. Brett Favre, good story about him we'll get to after this play on 3rd down and long about the nickel. We'll talk about the nickel after this one. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They're going to go in motion from left to right. Sawyer going to throw it out in the flats for a little bubble screen, and the Cats have it read perfectly. Maybe a gain of about 3 or 4, and it'll bring up 4th down, and Excelsior going to have to punt. Brett Favre, I watched a video a couple months ago, Brett Favre, and they were talking to him, and he said that first year there in Green Bay, they were in a meeting, and they said, okay, well, what happens when so-and-so goes to the nickel defense against us? And he goes, I kept hearing this for like 2 years. I kept hearing about the nickel, and I didn't know. He goes, finally, I had to ask our backup quarterback, what's the nickel? One of the best quarterbacks of all time, maybe in top 2 or 3 of all-time quarterbacks, didn't know what nickel defense meant. And he goes, well, Brett, that's when they put a 5th defensive back on the field. 5 is a nickel. He goes, that's it? You're kidding me. That's all I knew? That's all the nickel was. So there's your lesson on if you never knew what the nickel was, now you know, and don't feel bad because guess what? One of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks didn't know as well. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second as well. We'll be right back after this.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join.
All right, welcome back. 3:12 to go here in the first half. A defensive battle, short field for both.
Can I give you some stats real quick?
You absolutely can, Gary.
Right.
Thank you.
Harrisonville's got 20 yards total offense, and Excelsior has 22. The only reason we scored, there's 14 points on the board, 7 for each, is because of short fieldage.
So it's going to be a battle of attrition, it sounds like, early on in this ball game, for the first half especially. So punt formation shown for Excelsior from their own 46. And Jasper Davis going to be the lone man back to return this one. They may be thinking a fake, but instead they boom it over the head, but a good cat bounce as it just rolls sideways instead of, if that one would have caught it just right, that could have rolled inside the 5, and instead it's going to be Cats ball from both their own 18. And you got to feel like right now, Gary, you talk about that 20 yards on both sides. It just feels like Coach Meeks is feeling out that defense and feeling out his new quarterback to see what he can install at halftime and maybe run in the second half.
Well, and the option's a very difficult offense to run with having a new quarterback in there. I mean, I know he's run it before, but that takes practice. We talked about that last week about the mesh and stuff. So
here we go, 2 running backs in the backfield. Bauer's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to get to the outside, and that's what hurt Joe as a running back early on in the season, not trying to cut it upfield, but trying to run to the outside and outrun the defenses, and he's not been able to do it. He does gain about a half a yard there, brings up 2nd down and about 9. And that's just one of the things you got to look for that. If you're going to run that option as the quarterback, you got to look for those blocks off the end instead of trying to spread it all the way out to the sideline.
Yeah, on first down, you don't want to get 1 yard in an option.
So it brings up 2nd down and 9. Under center will be Bowers. 2 wide receivers to the left side, and Bowers this time hands it off for Freeman. And Freeman gets a couple up to about the 23, almost 24. Going to bring up 3rd and about 5. So that's the first time all night I've even seen any yardage through the middle for the Wildcats. So 3rd down and about 5 coming up for the Cats. Bowers gets his play as Jasper Davis checks into the ball game. It'll be Davis and Knowles flanked out to the right side, near side. And now we got a whistle and a timeout, Wildcats. Coach Meeks didn't like what he saw there with 1:44 to go in the first half. So a 3rd and 5 coming up after this timeout. You're watching high school football at 4Ts.com.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
All right, welcome back. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Wildcats. Ball at the 24-yard line at their own 24. So Coach Meeks came up with a game plan in that timeout. 2 wide receivers, near side, split backs to the backfield. Bowers under center, ball at his own 23. And Bowers is going to hand it off for Reynolds, and Reynolds gets a little bit of running room, but not quite to a first down. Going to mark him at about the 28, going to be about a half-yard short. Be close to a first down here. It is past the 28-yard line, so it looks like we'll have a whistle and a timeout for a measurement here. It looks to me like they're going to be about half a football short. That's what I would say from here.
So if you're Coach Meeks, what do you do here?
Ron thinks it's a first down. If it's not a first down, late in the half, you got to give some confidence to your team and feel like your defense and your offense both. But the problem is we've seen what happens with short fields on this game, so you don't really want to give Excelsior a 28-yard field. But at the same time, you got to feel like they are about a chain length. They're about a chain length short. But you got to think, oh, no, they're going to say first down. So they got a first down. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So it looked a little bit short from up here, but it must have been touching that foam on the sticks, and they gave him the first down. So now we don't have to worry about it, Gary. We can go on a 1st and 10 here. Davis under center. Ball at the 28-yard line, and Davis going to hand it off. No, keeps it himself. He's got some lane down the sideline to the 50. He's to the races, to the 40, to the 30, to the house. Joe Bowers, touchdown, 72 yards, and the Cats are on the board, 13-7, the score. He made the initial guy miss, and then he cut 2 defenders, split the defenders, and took off down the sideline for the score. 72 yards, and the Cats lead 13-7. Joe Bowers with the big touchdown run, the senior quarterback. Sassonis on for the extra point. Davis, the holder. That last extra point hopefully gives some confidence to Sassonis. There's the snap, the kick, the up, and no, it's short, and it brings it 13-7, and we'll take a timeout. Cats lead 13-7, late second.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
All right, welcome back. Sassonis going to kick from his own 40-yard line. Kicking from left to right. 72-yard touchdown run by the senior quarterback, Joe Bowers. Puts the Cats in front 13-7. 1:13 left here in the first half. There's the kick, a high end-over-end kick, going to be taken about the 15-yard line. Little hidden ball trick, and who came out of there with it? Isaiah Patrick knew who, and he chases him down, tackles him about the 21-yard line, and brings it up Haven't seen that one for a while. 5 guys in a huddle. Who comes out with it? Isaiah Patrick was not fooled. And Isaiah racking up the tackles in the first half. I think he took my challenge personally from the parade today when I said, when am I going to come and give you a max effort player of the game? He's playing his heart out in the first half. 1st and 10 coming up. All that's missing from this first half is a spine-tingling hit of the game. We haven't seen one of those yet from either side. Spine Tinglers brought to you by Absolute Health Chiropractic after every game. And here they go. Sorry, looked like a busted play, and now he's going to chuck it down the sideline. Incomplete. Ryan Bird was on the coverage. He got spun around and was able to recover there on the near sideline. That was Ramazan that it was intended for. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from their own 22 with 1 minute to go. You got to think if the Cats get a stop here, make it 3rd and long, they may burn a timeout. They have 2 of them left. It would bring up a 3rd and long, and there would be about a minute to go in the half. Wide receiver flanked out left side. They're going to go right up the middle, Creason with it this time. And instead, Creason's going to get up to about the 30 and wrapped up and spun down on the far sideline. Again, Isaiah Patrick on the tackle. Be a 1st down for Excelsior. It'll move the chains up to about the 32-yard line. So it'll bring a 1st and 10 to about the 32. Cats will get the ball after the halftime. 37 seconds and counting. Wide receiver flanked near side. Creason in the backfield now, a shotgun formation shown by Soria, and Soria is looking to pass, and he's chased out of the pocket, nowhere to go, driven down into the turf by Cleary. So Ben Clary with the tackle. Soria gets it up to about the 36-yard line, and that looks like that could do it for the half here. The whistle was blown and clock stops. Not sure. Oh, now the clock is rolling, and that will take us to the half. Cats lead 13-7 at the half. So 6-point lead for the Wildcats at the half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with some halftime stats and more after this. You're listening to High School Football, watching on 4Ts.com.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816 380-2436. While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
Back to school means new hours at the vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to halftime. Your score at the half, 13-7. The Wildcats lead it over the Excelsior Springs Tigers. It is your halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit. With a truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a nice sit-down meal, or the service center for an oil change, they have you covered. The Sapp Brothers Truck Stop, your great sponsors of high school football and the halftime show on 4Ts.com. So the Cats lead it 13-7. Story at the beginning of the ball game was turnovers. Both teams get a turnover and a short field for a touchdown, and then both teams' defenses took over after that, and the only spark, so to speak, after that was a 72-yard touchdown by Joe Bowers after the Cats got a first down, something they had not gotten since that first drive of the ball game. And they didn't even need a first down on that first drive as they got in on the second play. So just their first down of the ball game comes with a couple minutes to go in the half, and it's a 72-yard touchdown run after that by Joe Bowers, and that's our difference in the ball game right now, with the Cats leading it 13-7 at the half. Gary will come in here in just a couple minutes. We'll have some stats for you, kind of go over the first half. Not a whole lot of stats to go over. There at one point with a couple of minutes to go in the first half, Gary had said both teams, one had 22 and one had 20 yards total offense, so that shows you how tightly contested this first half was. Of course, the 72-yard run and the 82-yard drive by the Wildcats gave them a lead into the locker room, but not a big lead on the scoreboard at 13-7, and also, or on the stats, is just a little over 100 yards, I believe, rushing in the ball game. So we got the Royal Regiment Marching Band. You see them out there on the field. performing at homecoming and halftime. It's time for our Spirit Spotlight, brought to you by Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square. Your one-stop shop for beauty is Salon 114. Lainey Anderson. Lainey is the daughter of Amy and Chad Kelly and Mike and Kim Anderson. This is Lainey's second year as an HHS cheerleader. Her favorite thing about being a cheerleader is going to cheer practice and seeing all of her friends and cheering. Her favorite teacher is Miss Twilliger because she always makes her smile and makes her day better. Lainey's coaches love having Lainey on the team because of her work ethic and dedication to the team. She is at every game and practice on time, ready to work. She is one of the most trusted members of the team, and everyone knows that when Lainey has your back, everything will work out. She is versatile in all things and won't settle for anything less than her best each day. That is our Spirit Spotlight, brought to you by Salon 114, your hair care headquarters on the Harrisonville Square. I can attest, I get my hair cut there. Amy cuts my hair about once a month, me and Braxton both. She does a great job with Braxton. She'd probably hate me telling that she cuts Braxton's hair because she doesn't want to cut any other kids' hairs. But if you're a man and you need a haircut, they can probably get you in. Or if you're a woman and you need some beauty, go see Amy and her staff at Salon 114. Gary, battle of defenses in the first half. Cats come out on top with a 13-7 lead and that one big play, but other than that, it was the battle of defenses.
That's it. Yeah, thanks, Chad. That's it. I mean, they had 102 yards total offense, and 82 of it came on that last series with the touchdown by Bowers. We had talked, I think, a little bit about the with Bowers coming in as quarterback, and that's a difficult position for him to be in because he hasn't been practicing first team, for so long. I mean, he knows the offense as you had talked, but just getting that mesh point, knowing when to pull and all that makes it a little bit more difficult, as we talked last week about between the running back and the quarterback going into that mesh point and then whether you pull or pitch. And so, but anyway, we got 102 yards total offense. Leading the way, obviously, with that 72-yard run is Bowers. He's got 8 carries, 76 yards, and Reynolds has 8 yards on 4 carries. And Bowers is 1 for 4 with 8 yards with that one pass to Jasper Davis. Had only 2 first downs that half. I mean, and we didn't get the first one until late in the second quarter. So we only had 2 first downs. We need to do better than that, but I think we will. You were right towards the end. I think Mix is going to take them in, talk about what they did right, what they need to improve on, some adjustments they need to make. So I think it's going to be good coming out in the second half. As far as Excelsior Springs, they had 39 yards rushing, most of that by the quarterback. He had 26 yards on 12 carries, and he was 2 for 4 for 5 yards as far as passing. Big story. It's a complete opposite of what happened last week. Last week we had the ball for over 15 minutes in the first half. We only had the ball for 8 minutes this half, where Excelsior had it for almost 16 minutes. And a lot of that came on a couple of different longer drives. The one where they had the short field, where they had 8 plays, and they had the ball for 5 minutes then. And running a whole bunch of running plays, keeps the clock going, so on and so forth like that. As far as penalties go, we've held the penalties down. We've only had 2 penalties, 2 for a total of 7 yards, where Excelsior's had 4 penalties for 20 yards. All of those, I think, most of them were procedure calls. But, the nice thing about it is it's a little bit different story this week. We're up 13 to 7 rather than down 7 to 6 like we were last week.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of confidence going into the locker room, and you get the ball to start the second half. So you can make a statement starting the second half that, hey, our offense is starting to find its way. Let's rock and roll here, and let's get something going. So we'll see what the Cats, like you say, come up with in the locker room, see if they change things up a little bit. And, we always talk about running the veer and the option. That's one of the reasons people always ask why Webb City has their 13 state titles. And that's one of the reasons they've ran the veer these kids have ran the beer since they're 4 and 5 years old, and it starts down at the youth level. And so what happens is they know all the terminology, and I know that's what Coach Maxwell is working on in his youth program, is getting the terminology down in the youth program. Because, you know, I last weekend I went to Chase's football game Saturday morning, and I had a little bit of fun with it because you had some coaches out there running 70 different types of offense at once. You know, they're 4 wide receiver set one time. The very next play, they're running a Maryland I with 3 running backs and a line in the backfield. The next play after that, they're under center and they got split backs in the backfield. And I said, one of the things I joked about, but I said, and there's a lot of truth to this, is just because you can run a lot of different formations doesn't make you good. You got to keep it simple at that level. That's why Webb City is so good, because they keep it simple. They run the same offense. The coaches at the high school are at the youth games. Same with Harrisonville. There's a reason that your Webb Cities, your Kearneys, your Harrisonvilles, schools like that, Blue Springs are good every year because of the youth programs. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, well, it's just because it's Harrisonville, or it's just because no, it's because they put a lot of work in. And I think we'll see over the years, if they continue to run the veer, you'll see that at Harrisonville, where you won't have that learning curve as much when Joe comes into the game, or whoever the quarterback may be, because guess what? He's been running that at the lower levels, and he knows all the terminology. So it'll be interesting to see as I ramble on here, but, you know, it's just one of those things. The youth program, you get that terminology in there, and I think you're going to start seeing that over the years. This is Coach Maxwell's, I believe, fourth year. So this will be his 4th year coaching. Now these kids that are coming up are going to start having that terminology, because he's trying to instill it into all of the youth programs as well.
Oh yeah, that feeder program that comes out of the youth is what makes your high school program. I mean, obviously in the youth, that's what the kids want to do. They come here every Friday night dreaming about being on the field, and when they get that opportunity, it's good that they're still doing what they were doing when they were in youth.
You're exactly right. And so we'll see what they come up with at halftime. You know, a good first half for Joe running the offense. I mean, yeah, it was a little stagnant at times, but we talked about it. It was a little vanilla at times, and I think that was by design. I don't think that had anything to do with anything more than Coach Meeks wanted to, so to speak, dumb it down a little bit, just keep it simple early to let him get comfortable back there. And I felt like towards the end of the second quarter, you started seeing a little bit mixes up. They tried that. They tried the naked bootleg. It didn't work, but that's a play you haven't seen from us all year long. And then you saw Joe being more confident running the ball as well.
And it's a play that they've got to defend against. I mean, they've seen it once, so they've got to know that it's there in the playbook. And that takes, obviously, defensive players to stay at home. If they don't stay at home, it goes for a long run. You know, and maybe they saw something. You know, they've had, through 6 series, maybe in the first 5 series, they saw something which ultimately took Joe to the house on that last drive. So I think we'll see good things coming out. You're right. Joe is kind of learning into it as far as getting comfortable on Friday night, and we're looking forward to good things to happen in the second half.
All right, well, let's take second for our soccer seconds. Harrisonville's boys soccer team continues its great season with 2 wins this week against Staley, winning 2-0 and picking up a 2-1 decision over the Blue Springs South Jaguars. Both of these games were in the Smithville Invitational and moved their overall record to 9-1 and put them in the championship game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. against Smithville. So good luck to the soccer team as they try to bring home a championship tomorrow morning. I know the bus leaves bright and early, I think at like 6:45 for the soccer boys, and they'll go up there and try to get a win tomorrow morning. Soccer Seconds brought to you by Schroeder Chiropractic, right off the historic Harrisonville Square next to Brick House Coffee. For all of your chiropractic needs, it is Schroeder Chiropractic. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with preview of the second half in just a couple of minutes.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
All right, welcome back to halftime. Your score, 13-7, Harrisonville with the lead. It's your halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit, with a truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for the caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a nice sit-down meal, with a service center for an oil change. They have you covered. That is the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop. We got about 4 minutes or so before we go back to second half action. We talked about the stats. You know, for me in the second half for the Wildcats, you got to keep doing what you're doing offensively. Whether you feel it's stagnant or not, you got to keep running that. Take your growing pains with Joe being back there at quarterback. You also got to take care of the ball. That one fumble is killing the Wildcats right now. It could be a 13-0 score if they didn't turn the ball over deep in their own territory. And, you know, key number 3, keep the penalties down. And they've done it for the most part here tonight. Only one penalty. It was a costly one, gave them a first down on that touchdown drive. But other than that, Cats have looked good here at the half. Let's talk about our bright spot. Bright Futures had its annual kickoff breakfast on Wednesday. Nearly 100 guests learned about Bright Futures' successes last year and the plans for this year. Engagement opportunities this year include game study and lunch buddies, bidding councils, and service learning. Visit our Facebook page for more info. Our annual sock and underwear drive is going on right now. We'll be collecting all of our schools and have a competition with Pleasant Hill at the September 29th game to see who can bring the most donations. They need all sizes in both boys and girls. That's going to do it for our halftime show brought to you by Sapp Brothers Truck Stop. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with our second half kickoff brought to you by Young's Auto after this.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. at Dunkin' Donuts located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop on the Highway 7 exit. There's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with it.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6.
Good news, Cats are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Bad news, they're going to be rolling into the Typhoon Speed winds. Little low line kick picked up by the Cats from their own 10-yard line, 15 to the 20. Jasper Davis cuts back 25 and falls forward to about the 27-yard line.
Taken across to the 27. Number 15, Jasper Davis.
So Davis with the carry. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 27-yard line. Let's see if that last touchdown drive by the Wildcats gave them a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence going into this drive and start the second half, Gary.
Yes, and the nice thing about it is they've got the wind in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. I was going to say the bad news is they don't have the wind right now, but the good news is they will get it in the fourth quarter, and that could help come down to a late field goal or something. 2 wide receivers set to the left side, split backs in the backfield. Bowers is under center from his own 27. He's going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds breaks the initial contact, maybe gets a yard or so. Covey the tackle, and help from a couple others from Excelsior going to bring up 2nd down and about 9. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cats from their own 29-yard line. So Bowers gets the play from Laughlin. Laughlin brings it in. Laughlin and Knowles going to be flanked out left side. It'll be Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield. Bowers under center. And here we go, right up the middle, nowhere. And the Cats get shut down, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Almost looks as though, Gary, these first couple of plays of this second half scripted. They knew what they were going to run coming out of the locker room.
Absolutely.
So it brings up 3rd down for the Cats at about 11. And we talk about that, knowing what they were going to run to start. It looks like Excelsior knew exactly what they were going to run to start as well, as nothing doing for the Cats offense. It'll be Knowles and McCleve flanked out left side. Bowers under center, 3rd down and 11 coming up. And Bowers this time, he's going to keep it himself, pitches it back and throws it on the turf. And Excelsior going to cover it up. And that's something that'll come with experience at the quarterback spot, knowing when to pitch and when to keep. And he knew he was going to be tackled, thought maybe he could get it back to Reynolds, and instead it is put on the turf, and it'll be Excelsior ball at their 24, the Wildcats. And it puts the Cats defense in a predicament deep in their territory here. So Excelsior has gotten it at the 24. 2 backs off the end, wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Soria hollering out to his team what the play call is. They're going to go in motion, and up the middle they're going to go Creason, and Creason goes nowhere, maybe a couple of yards, and shut down. Looks like Christian Cooper in on that, along with Jasper Davis. Brings up second down at about 9. So second and 9 coming up. Excelsior coming to the line of scrimmage here. So Creason in the backfield, 2 backs off the end. In motion, they're going to go with Sealy, and this time they go up the middle again. No, Soria keeps it himself inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, wrapped up by a host of Wildcats. Going to bring up third down at about 5. Clary and others in on that one. Brings up third down at about 4. So 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball inside the 20 at the Cats' 18-yard line. And this is where third in critical situations, the Cats defense has gotten antsy and jumped off sides in the past. They got to hold steady here, and this time they go right up the middle. Creason, he's going to have a first down. No, they're going to mark him short. Looked like that was a block out there, so be short. About a half yard or so. Going to bring up 4th down. So big play coming up here. Obviously, Excelsior going to go for it in the red zone. Bring in the extra tight end here. So 4th and short coming up. They've tried that long pitch out to the side where Soria has been able to cut it back up. We'll see if they do it again here, and that's the play that looks like they're going to go. No, they're going to go up the middle, Creason. And I don't know that he got it. They're going to give him the contact. We'll see. So I don't know if he got it. They're going to get a good spot here. It are the Wildcats. And we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. So it looks like, I think they're going to have it by about half a football. We'll see. They're going to bring out Jack Creason with the carry. Actually, that was Corbin Hutchings with the carry, number 20. So they're going to bring it out. And now from where he's walking, I don't know if he'll have it if there's a lot of extra links in those chain here. We'll see. It's going to be really close. Cats defense is hoping they had stopped here. And mark it at that yard marker. And no, they're about almost a full yard short. And the Cats defense holds, and it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats. So obviously the chains weren't pulled tight on the far sideline, as it looked like all he had to do was get to the 15, but he had to almost get all the way down to the 14 to get a first down. It'll be Cats ball from their own 15 to start this second drive. So catastrophe averted on that turnover. Only problem, Cats are deep in their own territory again to start this drive. Wide receiver left, in tight are the Cats. Split backs in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Reynolds. No, Bowers keeps it himself, tries to get to the outside, nowhere to go. Cut down on the far side, Creason. And it looks like 80 Covey as well. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball at their own 15-yard line. Laughlin flanked out to the left side. Split backs in the backfield. Under center is Bowers, and he gives it through about 2 or 3 yard gain right there for Reynolds. Brings up 3rd down and about 8. So Wyatt Reynolds with the gain. CJ Caterly checking out of the ball game as Nick Cruz checks in. Bring up a 3rd and 7. 7:35 to go in the third. Cats with the ball and a 13-7 advantage. Laughlin going to be flanked out here near sideline on the right side. In tight is Poisel. Under center, they're going to go up the middle for Bowers, and he gets a couple, but the Cats are going to have to punt it away here. with 7:13 to go and counting in the first part of this third quarter. So the wind is still a whipping from the south. You can hear it probably through your microphones on your computers, or your speakers, I should say, through my microphone onto your speakers. So Bird stands at about his own 8-yard line here. Always dangerous in this situation to get these snaps off. And Bird gets a high kick up past midfield, rolls inside the 40, it all the way down to about the 36 where it'll be rolled dead. So a 44-yard punt by Bird, no return, and Excelsior Springs will have it at their own 36 to start this next drive. We got a injured player on the field at about the 42-yard line, and that's in one of those territories that you might have had a crackback block, somebody coming across the middle as you were running down. And that's the one thing that's always dangerous about your punt return, kick return type of situations, is you get those full speed collisions. Coverage on that was amazing for the Wildcats. If you want amazing insurance coverage, go see Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance Agent, on commercial across from Casey's in Harrisonville. First and 10 coming up for Excelsior. Going to be at their own 36-yard line, 6:34 to go here in the third quarter. Cats clinging to a 13-7 lead. Defense has looked good here tonight. See if they can get another good stop here and maybe get a little bit better field position. Try to hide this receiver way out here near sideline is Soria and company. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, two backs off the end. Lammy out here to the near side. Lamley, I should say, up the middle. They're going to go Soria, and he cuts back, wrapped up after a gain of about 9. So Soria gets close to a first down. Looks like Jackson Crowley in on the tackle. So bring up second down and about a half yard, if not a couple of inches. Soria gets a play from the sideline. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, two backs off the end. Seeley and Rainey off the ends are going to go right up the middle with it. And it'll be a first down up to the 48-yard line as Hutchings, again, number 20 with the carry. No, actually, that will be number 8 with the carry, it looked like. So first and 10 coming up for Excelsior from their own 48-yard line. Double time formation in motion. They go with Seeley, and now Soria going to keep it himself. Tries to get in the secondary, runs into his own blocker, but going to get enough for 10 yards or so. Going to be close to another first down, so another 9-yard chunk by Soria. So first half, that middle was cut off for Soria, and he's been able to find a hole here on this drive. A couple of 9-yard runs. Get him in the Cat territory down to the Cat 43-yard line. Soria under center, two backs off the end. They're going to go in motion with Seeley, and up the middle this time Soria chased down from behind by Bowers, but not before he gets 6 or 7 for a first down. Crowley in there as well. Bring up a first and 10 again for Excelsior down to the 36-yard line, so a good drive going for Excelsior here, gashing the Wildcat defense for chunks of yardage at a time. Makes you wonder if that time of possession not starting to come back and work on that Cat defense a little bit, as they were 16 to 8 minutes in that first half that they did not have the ball. In motion they go the other way, and right over the middle with a catch to about the 29, so a gain of about 8. Brings up second down and a pair. So second down inside the Cats 30 now for Excelsior Springs with 4:27 and counting here in this third quarter. The ball at the 29-yard line. 2 wide receivers set to the left side, 2 backs. Now 1 back off the end. It is Rainey, and they're going to go up the middle with it for close to another first down. Creason with the carry. Looks like he's going to be about half a yard short. Isaiah Patrick again in on the tackle. Isaiah with several tackles tonight. Playing well. 3rd down and a yard. So 3rd and 1 coming up. 13-7 our score. Cats with the lead. 3:40 to go on 3rd down. Cats have been clutch on 3rd down, getting some stops here. And in motion, they're going to go again, and this time they're going to give it right up the middle and first down inside the 25-yard line. So Seeley gets it on the quick downhill run. 1st and 10 down to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, Excelsior, good drive going for Excelsior. Started at their own 36-yard line, down inside the Cats 30 to the Cats 25. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, off the left end they go with Rainey. He goes in motion. Now they're looking to throw. They throw it over the middle, caught down at the 5-yard line, tackled by Laughlin. And that was for the wide receiver, Lamley. And it'll be 1st and goal down to the 5, 13-7 the score, 3:05 to go. 3:07 to go here in the 3rd. So 1st and goal coming up for Excelsior. Big stand needed by the defense here by the Cats. Going to go in motion again with Seeley, and this time Soria walks it into the end zone for 6. Makes it 13-13. Peyton Soria. And you can tell the difference in the 2 quarterbacks tonight is running that mesh play, Gary, where the running back and the quarterback, you can tell they've ran it a lot at Excelsior Springs because they know when to pull and when to go.
Absolutely, and Soria is quite a good quarterback at the option, and he's very tough to bring down. I mean, he doesn't get stopped on the first contact. He's got to have several people to bring him down, and so that's what's really made it as the kick goes through with a flag.
So the kick does go through, but we got a flag, and it looks like it was from the back here, so looks like it may be offsides on the Cats. As I believe it'll be 14-13. They don't call the kickoff or push them back 5 yards. I don't know what's going on, so the officials will talk it over here. And we'll hear from the official in just a second. So we're awaiting word from the officials here. As of right now, it's 14-13. Cats looking to return the kick. So unsportsmanlike conduct on Harrisonville, not sure where that was at, means that Excelsior will kick it from the Wildcat 45 and kick it off. And that means you might as well just put this one through the uprights with that wind whipping at their back. And a touchback. Cats are going to probably take over from their own 20 here. So the ball will be placed at the Cats 45 on this kickoff. So it won't take much to put this one in the end zone, but more importantly, the Cats trail 14-13 with 2:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter of this one. Excelsior Springs giving the Cats fits again this year in this ball game. Excelsior is 4-0 on the year.
Number 99, Minor De Leon.
Minor De Leon to kick it off from the Cat 45-yard line. Reynolds and Davis stand at about their own 5 with 2:53 to go here in the 3rd. And that one is kicked into the end zone, and it'll be Cats ball from their own 20. So we didn't get to take a timeout there as we were waiting for the officials to talk. And they just brought the kicking team out on the field and went with it after the 15-yard penalty. So 2:53 to go here, third quarter. Cats trail 14-13. Need a good drive from this Wildcat offense this time around, Gary.
Yeah, we've only run 6 plays. The defense has been on the field the majority of the almost 10 minutes or 9 minutes of the third quarter. So we need to get a good drive, not only to get some points, but also to keep the defense on the sidelines to get a little bit of breather.
So it looks like Ryan Bird back in there at quarterback for the Cats. So Bird, and then he's got Bowers and Reynolds back there, and Bowers going to get it to the outside of the 25, cuts back, grabs face mask and tackled down, and that's going to be a couple of face masks. That may be the personal foul variety there. We'll see. Right now it's a 6-yard gain.
Number 3, James Camerson on the stop, and number 22, Jackson Creason. And penalty flag is up.
So it'll be second down and 4 as of now. We'll get the official word from the official. So it'll be a 5-yard variety, and it'll be a first down up to the 31-yard line. 2 flags on the face mask came in, so I thought maybe you're going to call the personal foul one. Bird comes back into the game at quarterback, and we'll get to that after this play here. He's got Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield, 2 wide receivers set to the near side. And they're going to give it to Bowers again. Right up the middle, Bowers goes. And he's got a gain of about 4. And my only question is, this is a situation, you're getting him first team reps, but are you going to maybe go with a 2 quarterback system, shake it up where you don't know what they're going to play? If they can both run it equally well, that could be a benefit to you in the future.
Yeah, but Bowers is obviously a very much of a weapon in the backfield, not as quarterback as well too. So
Bird's got it. He's going to pitch it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds to the outside, to the 40, up to the 42-yard line. And you almost see, Gary, not a different pep in the step, so to speak, but what I see differently is maybe a little bit different play calling with Bird in there, feeling a little bit more confident with him in there at your quarterback. I thought Joe did a good job, and it's also a situation you're down 14-13 late third quarter. Ryan can go for you. Bring him out there, and you said it. They only went to Reynolds a little bit in the backfield. They were kind of hampered by who to give the ball to in the backfield. Now it opens it up a little bit. Bird's got it at the 42. He's looking to pass this time. He's going to get chased out of the pocket. He's got room to run. He's down past the 50, and out of bounds he runs all the way down to the 45 of Excelsior. So a good scramble by Bird there, all the way down to the 45-yard line with 1:56 to go in the third. First down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So Bird has 2 wide receivers set out to his right side. Split backs in the backfield. And this time he's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to stumble forward for a gain of about 4. Down to about the 43, 42, they're going to mark it. So a gain of 3 for Ryan Bird brings up second down and 7. With 1:40 to go, third quarter. So Cats driving into that heavy wind here. Jasper Davis brings the play in as the ball going to be marked at the 42-yard line of Excelsior Springs. Second down and 7 coming up with 1:25 to go here in third quarter action. Davis and McCleve flanked out to the near side on the right side. And Bird this time pitches it back for Bowers. Bowers has got some room. Cuts to the outside, down inside the 40, to the 35, down to the 31. It'll be a gain of about 17, and it'll be another Wildcat first down to the 31-yard line. So the offense mixes up that first down, brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's Maytag first when you think home appliances. I talked about it last week. I'll say it again. I've gotten 2 sets of washer and dryers from them. They've both been wonderful. Erlene and her staff will take care of you with hometown care. Split backs, 2 running backs in the backfield. Wyatt Reynolds this time inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line. 10-yard gain. Going to be close to 11. We'll see where they mark it, see if they mark it for a first down. So it is a first down, so a 10-yard run by Wyatt Reynolds down to the 21. 36 seconds to go in the third, and the Cats in business just outside of the red zone. Another Troby's Maytag Home Appliance first down. Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set to your left side. Bird, this time he's going to hand it off for Reynolds, and Reynolds inside the 20, down just at about the 20. Brings up second down and 9. Clock rolls here in the third quarter. You got to think Cats just going to let this one run out, maybe 10 seconds. So, and I think that's what the coaches are saying. Hey, come over here, let's talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. You'll score at the end of 3. Cats trail 14-13. We'll be right back.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
All right, welcome back. We go to fourth quarter action. Cats have a 2nd and 9 coming up. Good drive put together by the Wildcat offense as they start fourth quarter action. Now got the wind at their back. Bird out there on this series for the Wildcats. 2 wide receivers set to his right side, split backs in the backfield with Bowers and Reynolds. And Bird this time going to keep it himself. Now pitches it back to Bowers, and Bowers struggles to get back to the original line of scrimmage. About a half-yard loss, a yard loss. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 at about the 21-yard line. They're going to mark it. It's almost a loss of 2 there. So 3rd down and 11 coming up. Jasper Davis to bring the play in. You know it's 4-down territory here, and Coach Meek's probably thinking that too, thinking, hey, let's get 4 or 5 here and set ourselves up for a good 4th down. Obviously, you'd like to put it in the end zone or get a first down, but you'd like a 4th and manageable at this situation. So 3rd and long coming up, and he pitches it back for Reynolds, and Reynolds holds on to it inside the 20, cuts back to 15. There's going to be a hold at about the 12, and it's going to come back. And we'll have a 3rd down and long again coming up. So Reynolds was able to get a big chunk of it, which would have made it 4th and about 4. Instead, it's going to be 3rd down again. And we'll see, you know, they may want to decline it, make it a 4th down situation, but you got to figure the Cats are going to go for it. So it'll make it 3rd down and about 14 instead of 3rd down and 11 here. So ball at the Cats' 25-yard line, or at Excelsior's 25-yard line. 3rd down and long coming up. 2 wide receivers set. Out to the far side, it'll be McCleve and Davis. Under center is Bird. And Bird looking to pass. He's going to pitch it back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. He's going to chuck it into the end zone for Davis, and no, can't come up with it. Brings up 4th down. So a halfback pass, knocked down, incomplete. And that was just good defense by Excelsior right there, Gary.
It wasn't. It was an excellent play. I mean, Bowers had it for a short time. He was open, but the defender was able to close the gap a little bit and be able to get back up there in his face and be able to make an excellent play.
So it brings up 4th down and about 14 for the Cats from the 25-yard line. And the Cats going to go for it here with 10:51 to go. And Bowers going to go under center this time. They're going to put Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield, and Reynolds going to be flanked out. We're going to go 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, and Bauer's going to fake it to Freeman. He's going to be chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to run, gets a good block. They're going to call it a block in the back, overthrows his target, and there was all kinds of things going wrong with that play from the get-go. And I think they're going to call it a block in the back, but I would almost said in the side. So it'll be 1st and 10 Excelsior from their own 25. So a good drive put together by the Wildcat offense. Problem is it just sputtered. It sputtered once it got down inside the 30 of Excelsior. So 10:42 to go here in the 4th. Cats trail 14-13. Ball to their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver flanked out left side. In motion, they're going to go with Sealy. Right up the middle, they're going to go Soria. No, keeps it himself. Going to get a couple. And wrapped up and taken down. Jackson Crowley. Warren in there as well. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Excelsior from their own 27. Couple of first downs here. Could be good for Excelsior to get themselves out of the shadow of their own end zone. Ball comes up to about the 27-yard line. Soria under center, wide receiver left, wide receiver right, 2 backs off the ends. Back behind Soria in the backfield. They're going to throw it off for Sealy, and he's got room up to the 35, pass for a first down, and up to the 39-yard line for an extra 4 yards. Crowley in there on the tackle.
Before the change, 1st and 10 for Excelsior's range. Officials put the ball to the 39-yard line. Action to be here on the near side for the first set of downs. 1st and 10. And the clock moves.
So Sealy with the catch up to the 39, going to bring up 1st and 10 for Excelsior from their own 39-yard line. 9:45 to go here on homecoming night in Harrisonville. Cats trail by 1. In motion for Sealy this time, right up the middle they go. Soria keeps it himself on the fake. And he's going to barrel his way forward for about 4 or 5. They're going to give him 6 all the way up to the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Second down and 5 initially. Number 7, Joe Bowers. Number 24 is Sapp. Officials spotted the ball in the 45-yard line. Between the scenes.
And this will be an interesting situation. This is something I've always contended. I was even asking Coach Meeks about it when the Chiefs had an opportunity. If Excelsior was to score here, they would have a 20-13 lead. They'd lead by 7. You go for 2 in that situation. You make it a 2-score game and go up by 9. Coach Meeks contends that you make them chase the 8 points instead. I contended I would go for 2 and make them chase 2 scores, because the worst that could happen to be a 7-point game, and you still got to kick your extra point. So up the middle they go, and Cats defense is all over that one. Glum, the sophomore ball carrier, brings up 3rd down and about 3 for Excelsior, just outside of midfield from their own 46-yard lines where they're going to mark it. So 3rd down coming up for Excelsior Springs from their own 46.
Officials went to the ball on the 46-yard line between the chains. 18 and rolling up the play. Tigers break to the line to go.
So up to the line of scrimmage. Excelsior, and Soria's got it, and they're going to go in motion. They're going to throw a little over the flat and into the secondary. Sealy, and he cuts back on Bird. Down the far sideline he goes, inside the 20, down to the 15, and a big chunk of yardage. 45-plus yards for Excelsior. They're going to be out of bounds at about the 10. So we'll see if it is a 1st and goal. The ball all the way down to the 10-yard line. So a little dump pass over the middle. Worked like a screen. And they get a big chunk of yardage all the way down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal for Excelsior from the 10. Double tight formation in the backfield they go. Tried to run the men off the corners and go back and set things up. Up the middle they're going to go, and powers his way inside the 10 to the 5 to the 4 is Soria. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal.
The quarterback, he takes it inside the 5-yard line. Going to be 2nd and goal. On the stop, number 56, Ben Clary. Number 17, Jackson Bradley.
So second down and goal. They're going to mark him at the 5. It looks like we got a timeout with 7:25 to go. Ball at the 5-yard line of Harrisonville. So we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a 30 as well. Cats down 14-13 and Excelsior knocking on the door.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
All right, 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats down 1, in danger of being down 7 or 8 here. Second down and goal coming from the 5 for Excelsior Springs. And it's a situation, I don't think it's slacking off on the defensive side of the ball here. I just think the defense is tired, Gary, as Excelsior's had over a 2-1 advantage in time of possession. So we'll bring up second and goal. Sorry under center, 2 backs off the end. They're going to go in motion with Sealy. They're going to hand it to Sealy, and Sealy's going to get inside the 5 to the 3. Sorry, a little premature. I think he thought he was walking that into the end zone, kind of put his hands up as a touchdown. It'll bring up third down and goal from about the 2. So now third down and goal, 7:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats trail 14-13.
Excelsior Springs Tigers.
14-13 the score.
Will go to the line on third and goal from the 3. Peyton Zoria slides in her center, and here they go.
Here they go in motion again with Sealy, and they didn't like what they see, so Sealy will walk it back, just trying to roll some clock as well here. And Soria going to be under center again, and they're going to go right up the middle with Soria, and touchdown Excelsior. 7-point lead, a chance to make it 8. So 6:35 to go in the ball game. Cats now trail 20-13. They trail by 7, and an extra point coming up would make it an 8-point game. And if Cats are going to be in these close game situations, one of the things they're going to have to work on is the special teams and the kicking, because it makes a lot of difference. The kick is up, the kick is inside the upright and good, and the Cats trail 21-13. Kind of deja vu from last week, 8-point deficit late in the game. We'll be right back.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
All right, welcome back. 6:35 to go here in the contest. And the Cats find themselves down 21-13 on homecoming night. Cats offense had a big play. Joe Bauer, 72-yard run. But other than that, the story has been the defense getting tired here in the second half of this one, as they have time of possession is killing the Wildcats in this game and has in the last 3 games. Little scrubber up the middle, picked up and knocked down. Jasper Davis runs over his own player there. And now that's going to be a personal foul on the Wildcats. Came in late like that, we'll see. Almost sure it was on the Wildcats. We wait the call. Not what you want when you had ball at good starting field position at the 30. This would start them at about their own 15 if it is on the Wildcats. So we await word from the officials. 6:32 to go in the ball game. Cats down 8, 21. So it looks like holding on the return team. So it was not a personal foul, but it'll be a hold, and that'll push them back to their own 20. Ron was showing me it looks like the Royals ended the Indian. No, it's 4-3 late in the ball game. We will see what happens. They walked it off last night. So 2 wide receivers set for Harrisonville. Off to the right. Bird will be back there at quarterback again. He's got Bowers and Reynolds behind him in the backfield from their own 20. And Reynolds, he pitches it back to Bowers, and Bowers has got some running room. Cuts back the 25 and nowhere to go. Clock will roll. And there's a situation. Bowers went for the cutback. It wasn't there. You may have wanted to go to the outside and stay. Could have got a couple more yards and out of bounds to stop the clock. Instead, the clock will roll. Laughlin checks out. Davis checks in. 6:05 to go.
Catch to the line. Bird under center. There they go.
So Bird will be under center. Split backs. 2 wide receivers set. Out to the left this time. It'll be McCleve and Davis. This time, pitch it back for Reynolds on the near side, and Reynolds gets to the outside, past a blocker, and up past the 30 to 35-yard line. 9-yard gain. Moves the sticks for the Cats up to the 35-yard line with 5:44 to go. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Third ball at the 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers, flip-flop sides again, back to the right side. Split backs, Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield. Bird calls out numbers and gives it off for Bowers, and Bowers gets 2 before he is hammered down by 73, Caleb Blackwell. Brings up second down and about 9. Blackwell come off of his block and read that one perfectly. So Bowers maybe feels his head ringing a little bit. Comes off the sideline, and Freeman comes into the backfield. Davis and McCleve flanked out. Right side. Split backs in the backfield. Pitch it back to Freeman. Freeman tripped up in the backfield. Almost looked like a turf monster got him there. Brings up third down and 11 with 4:54 to go.
The 34-yard line. So to be third down and 11 for the Wildcats.
So 3rd and 11, 4:40 to go. Clock will roll.
So from the 34,
3rd and 11 coming up. Davis flanked out near side, wide receiver to the right side as well. Bird looking to pass. Going to chuck it for Knowles and a first down. Good catch and completion on the far side. Little quick out to Knowles for 12 yards, 13 yards, and it's a first down. Chains move with 4:18 to go up to the 47-yard line. Bird gets the play from McCleve. So Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield, wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right. Bird under center. And Bird this time is going to pitch it back to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to get to the outside, gets past midfield, and then is hammered at the 49. Number 3, the free safety, James Jamerson, comes up and knocks him down. So a gain of 2 for Reynolds. And now Reynolds is going to have to come out for a play. Bowers comes back in. Freeman comes out. No, Freeman will come in. So it'll be Freeman and Bowers in the backfield. We got a whistle and a timeout. Coach Meek's going to call the timeout, and he wants to talk it over with 3:46 to go. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back. You're watching high school football for Tees.com.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
All right, welcome back. 3:46 to go here in the ball game. Cats going to talk it over on second down and long. Ball just outside of Excelsior territory. Cats will have it at their own 49-yard line with 3:46 to go in this one. Cats need a touchdown and two-point conversion to get it tied and possibly send it into overtime. With 3:46 to go. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, split backs backfield. Bird under center from his own 49. Bowers and Freeman are the ones in the backfield this time. And Bird looking to pass. Chased and nowhere to go. And sacked on the play. That was Creason coming through there.
Jackson Creason, number 22.
So a 9-yard loss on the play for the Cats brings up third down and long with 3:28 to go. Ball at their own 40 now. It'll be Davis, McCleve flanked out right side. Two-back set in the backfield. Bowers and Reynolds, and they're going to throw a little screen pass incomplete. Tried to set it up for Reynolds, and it's fourth down coming up for the Cats. 3:02 to go. Excelsior, if Cats can't get a first down, Excelsior are going to be close to being able to run the clock out because the Cats only have one timeout left. So 21-13 the score. Bird brings the play in from the sideline. Laughlin in there. It's going to be Bowers, Reynolds in the backfield. Two wide receivers set left side. And Bird looking to pass. He's going to chuck it deep down the field. Got it in stride to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Jasper Davis, touchdown Wildcats. 60 yards on the play. He weaved and wobbled and worked his way into the end zone. And it's a 21-19 lead for Excelsior. Two-point conversion coming up for the Cats. And Coach Meek's going to call a timeout here. He wants to get a good play in on this two-point conversion attempt. So Jasper Davis, Bird just chucked it out there. I didn't think Davis was going to get underneath it, but he ran it down and ran it in for 6. And a two-point conversion coming up with 2:51 to go here in the ball game. So 2-point play coming up. We'll keep it right here. And Gary, a lot of different plays you can run in this situation, but it's a situation too you don't want to get too cute.
No, you don't. And you want to go back to basics, but you also, your line's going to have to block here. There's been some gaps in the line. That's where we're using some of the options have been stopped in the backfield. This is the play you need right here for the game. I mean, to at least take it into overtime for you to be able to get some momentum taking it into overtime. And so, yeah.
Well, what I would say here in this situation, one of the best quarterbacks I saw at the 2 or 3 yard gain would have been your son, Zach Davidson. He's so long and lanky, he could use that leverage and dive himself into the end zone pretty easily on 2 or 3 points. I remember a play distinctly, and we'll get to that after this two-point conversion attempt. Bird going to be under center, two wide receivers set to his left. And here we go, Bird's going to pitch it back for Reynolds, and it's on the turf. And Excelsior's up by 2 with 2:51 to go. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this.
The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So situation 2:51 to go here in the ball game. Cats trail 21-19. No timeouts left. Excelsior could pretty much run the clock out or close to running it out. So the Cats will see what they want to do here, if they want to kick it deep or if they're going to try an onside variety. You almost want to think about kicking it deep and taking your chances of them kicking into the wind. And there's a kick, and it'll be offsides, and they'll have to redo it. Laughlin picked it up at the 50, but offsides on the Cats' second time tonight on the kickoff that the Cats have been offsides. So I'll have to re-kick here. Coming up soon.
So 5-yard penalty.
All right, here we go.
Here's the kick.
And it off of the Cats, and the Cats pick it up. And it'll be Cats ball from their own 43-yard line with 2:48 to go. So that's a change in momentum, so to speak. So Sissonis kicked it, and it went right off of Excelsior Springs. So it'll be Cats ball from their own 43-yard line.
Here on the near side, 2:48 left to play. Hang on to your seats, hang on to your hat. Here we go.
Wide receiver going to be the left, wide receiver to the right. Here we go, Bird under center. Hands off, no, puts it on the turf and covers it up at his own 37-yard line. So 2:40 to go, clock will roll. Cats don't have a lot of time here as they have no timeouts. So 21-19 the score, 2:30 to go here in the ball game. Cats clinging to life on second down and long. Davis checks into the ball game as McCleve going to check out. Bring the team up to the line of scrimmage, ball at their own 37-yard line. He's going to have he's going to have Davis and Laughlin out to the near sideline. Split backs in the backfield. Second down and long. Bird looking to pass. And again, he's going to chuck it downfield. This time he's got Laughlin. Overthrows him by a couple of yards. Jasper Davis was looking for a flag there. And it brings up third down and long now for the Cats. So third down coming up for the Cats from their own 37-yard line.
And our receivers are getting behind their defensive backs. I'm surprised at that, being as late in the game and knowing that we've got to get now 63 yards.
So on third down and long, we'll see Laughlin and Davis again flanked out here to the near sideline to see if the Cats go back to that well again. And Bird looking to pass, and this time he's going to run it up the middle and get some of the yardage back, and it's going to bring up fourth down and about 11 from about the 42-yard line. So fourth down and 11 coming up for the Cats. You got to think there's coming Davis or Laughlin on this near side. I'd almost go three wide receiver set and go Knowles out to the far side, or maybe even put Davis out to the far side to get some one-on-one coverage.
I'd like to see one in the flat because we've been going deep. You get one in the flat, hopefully get some yak after that and get a first down.
So here we go. Bird on fourth down. He's got to throw it, and he does. Davis has a first down inside the 40 to the 35. Clock will stop with 1:12 to go. And the Cats in business down to the 35 of Excelsior Springs with 1:12 to go in the fourth. 21-19 is the score. Play comes in. First and 10, clock is rolling. So now Cats can do a little bit more here. You almost want to think about downing the ball with a minute to go, but you don't want to run a play here. Bird looking to pass again. Got a man, now he's going to roll out. He's going to keep it and go out of bounds, late hit, and the flag goes. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll take him down to the 20-yard line. So that'll take him down to the 20. It'll be first and 10 at the 20 with 48.6. And more importantly, that'll have the clock stopped and the Cats can kind of catch their breath here, regroup a little bit.
And that was a great choice by Bird. You know, he knew he wasn't going to be able to get anything down the field. He brought it out here to the sideline so he could get as much yardage as he wanted. And then they give us a gift of 15 yards out of the hit out of bounds.
So first and 10 down to the 20 with 48.6 to go here in the fourth. Cats trail 21-19. They need a touchdown here, or get close enough. You could try a kick. Split backs in the backfield, two wide receiver set left side. Bird under center and a whistle and a timeout. And Excelsior now wants to call a timeout and talk things over. That'll help the Cats out. We'll take a timeout as well. Come back for the final 48.6 after this.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered.
Hello and welcome back. 48.6 seconds to go. We'll see what the Cats do out of the timeout here by Excelsior Springs. Gary, what I was going to say off the air, but I'll say now, this would be a great time to maybe try that naked bootleg again, because you keep running to this side, you keep throwing it to this side, they're going to be overloaded for this side. If that's the case, now they're going to spin it back the other way, but maybe try the naked bootleg to the short side, weak side of the field here. Two wide receivers set out to the right side, split backs in the backfield. Bowers and Reynolds on first and 10 from the 20. And Bird's going to throw. He's looking to throw. He's going to chuck it for the end zone. Complete touchdown! Nick Laughlin, the king, with a touchdown on homecoming. Homecoming king with a touchdown. You got to give it to him. The Cats lead it by a count of 25-21. You got to feel like you're going to go for two here, but it would only make it a 6-point game, so they're going to go for the extra point. So Davis set to hold, 42.8 to go, 25-21. Cats with the advantage on the 20-yard touchdown catch by Nick Laughlin.
The king.
The king. The king is definitely the king on homecoming night so far, and the kick is up, and it is good. The Cats lead 26-21. We'll take a 30-second. We'll be back for the final part of this one.
Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
All right, welcome back. 42.8 to go. 2 timeouts left for Excelsior Springs. Ball coming from their own 40 in the wind at the back of the kicker. If you're Sassonis, you just boot it deep as far as you can go. And there it is, a kick, high end over end kick, and it'll roll through the end zone.
And that's great because of the fact that you don't have, a lot of things can happen on a kickoff. The other thing is they've got to go 80 yards in 42.8 seconds, and they're going against the wind.
They're going against the wind, Gary, and they haven't shown a downfield passing game tonight.
No, I mean, it's every time they've scored on the especially this quarter, it's been almost 4-minute drives. And they've got to do it in less than a minute and go 80 yards, and the other drives were not 80 yards. They were much shorter than that.
And regrouping after that. So 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Soria. Soria looking to pass. He throws it out in the flats for Sealy, and Sealy out of bounds after a 5-yard gain. Brings up a second down and about 4. Clock stops with 38.5 to go. So this game not over yet if Excelsior can get some good plays like that. So 38.5 to go, 26-21. Right now the difference in the ball game, a touchdown catch and that onside kick. We'll get to that in a little bit too. 2 wide receivers to your left, shotgun formation. And Soria goes out to the left, nowhere to go. Almost tackled by Clary. Now he's going to get out of the backfield and past the 25 to about the 26 and forced out of bounds with 30.9 to go. And that brings up 3rd down for Excelsior, 3rd and 4 with 30.9 from their own 25 is where they'll mark it. So 3rd and 5 coming up.
So 3rd down.
This is where that front 3 of the Wildcats has got to be strong. Get in the backfield, making Soria get out of the pocket. 2 wide receivers, your left, 2 to your right, shotgun formation, running back in the backfield with Soria. And Soria looking to throw far side, still looking, he's going to chuck it deep downfield. Jasper Davis the only one close, and it's 4th and 5 coming up with 24.6 seconds to go.
And that goes to what your conversation was at the beginning of this series. They have not been throwing the ball downfield.
And that was a good throw by Soria into the wind, and he overthrew everybody. Davis the closest to that. 4th down comes up. This is where your coach Shanker and the defense are like, stay back off the ball. We'll give up a 1st down to get them down in bounds where they have to call a timeout but that's where Excelsior needs to remember too. They can throw it over the middle here, get a 1st down and call a timeout. So again, the shotgun formation back off the end, and Soria looking to throw on 4th down. He throws it in the flats, caught up to the 35-yard line by Sealy on the near sideline. That'll stop the clocks with 19.5 to go. And a timeout going to be called by Excelsior Springs with 19.5 seconds to go. So we're going to keep it right here for this one. And Gary, that was a good play by Excelsior. They just a little out route, remembering they had 2 timeouts. Now they're down to 1 timeout. They got a long way to go still. 30 at their own 35. You got 65 yards still to go, and you got to do it in 19.5. And then you're not going to be able to do too many more of those little out passes. I'm always a proponent. I like the over the middle throw because you can get it 20 or 30 yards downfield. You know the clock's going to start until the official marks the ball. You can get up there and kill the clock with a down ball, and it just opens up so much more.
Oh, it does. And if he sees that, he ought to take advantage of it, because the time that they're going to lose by the time they get up to the line is only a couple of seconds. I mean, they've got a long ways to go, and they got to get some yardage, and they can't do short passes. And we're playing prevent defense, maybe even more than the nickel. I don't know if it'd be a dime or not, but
penny, nickel, dime, a quarter. I feel like there's a song in there, and we'll talk about that after this one. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Soria looking to pass, getting chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to run almost over
past the line of scrimmage as well.
And that'll be an interception by the Cats. Going to take it back to the 40, the 50, down the sideline to the 30, and out of bounds down to the 20-yard line. 23, Jaden Wilson with the interception, and he was over the line of scrimmage. So the catch, you got to feel like an illegal forward pass. Does that have to automatically be declined, or since it was an interception, does it go dead right there?
I don't think it's dead, so therefore it's a free play. It would just be a loss of down and a penalty of 5 yards. We can decline it. We've got the ball, and the game's over.
So let the referees sort it out, but he was, and I thought he was over the line of scrimmage. The bad thing in high school is you can't replay that. and that's a judgment call. Where he threw it from was his whole body past the 35-yard line. So Sorio was past the line of scrimmage, and you want to talk about a change of events. Excelsior felt like they had the ball game won with 2:40 to go. Cats do not get the 2-point conversion, and Excelsior then on that kickoff, the first one was an offsides on the Wildcats, and the second one hits the player before it goes 10 yards, bounces right into the Wildcats' hands. So the Wildcats, we'll call them the Cardiac Kids tonight. They're going to pull one off and see, you know, how much of a momentum swing this could be for the Cats. Senior night, or I shouldn't say senior night, on homecoming, the homecoming king comes up big with a reception in the end zone for a touchdown to give the Cats the win. We'll talk about our max effort player of the game after this. You've been high school football on 4Ts.com. We'll be back with our post game after this.
While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
Back to school means new hours at the vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the vault.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Hello and welcome back. Final score tonight, 26-21. Your Harrisonville Wildcats win it in dramatic fashion. They were down 21-13 late in the ball game. They get a touchdown but couldn't convert on the two-point conversion. Had to get an onside kick, and they did. The first time it went by, they were offsides. They had to re-kick it. The second time, it doesn't go the 10 yards, but it bounces off a defender of Excelsior Springs. They're able to get it. They drive down the field, a couple of good catches on that drive, and then the touchdown catch by the King, Nick Laughlin tonight, homecoming King, with the reception, gives the Cats the win on homecoming night and gets them to 3-2 on the year, more importantly 1-0 in conference, and probably a confidence booster for them that they can win one late in the game like that. I'm going to bring Gary in now, and Gary, I know you were going over the stats for us, and I'll let you kind of talk about those real quick.
Thanks, Chad. We ended up the game with 284 yards, and the time of possession, we came back in the second half. We had majority of the time of possession in the second half because we had it for 13 and a half minutes, where they only had it for 10 and a half minutes. So I think that helped us. We started to control the ball, and obviously those last two series, we were able to go 80 yards and 57 yards in a total of about 14 plays with 2 TDs, and which ended up being great. We had Bowers ended up with the game with 104 yards on 16 carries, and Reynolds had 13 carries and 48 yards. Again, Jasper Davis just under the 100-yard mark this week. He ended up having 6 catches for 91 yards, but the big catch by Laughlin in the corner, a 20-yard catch there at the very end from Bird. Bird came back in. The second in the fourth quarter, I think did a tremendous job, running the offense at that point in time, and I think it was probably a switch up for Excelsior as well, because they really didn't. They had played 3 quarters against Bowers, and then they had to defend to get something a little bit different, and it gave really Harrisonville, I think, more options. Excelsior ended up with 198 yards, and their time of possession was just a little over 26 minutes. They had one receiver, and that was number 12. He ended up having 85 yards, Seeley. And but their quarterback was difficult to bring down. He would continue to get yards after contact, and he ended up with 74 yards. It seemed like he got more, but all of those yards were hard yards. And he pretty much carried the load. There was one that had 19 yards on 7 carries. But I liked what we saw. We came back with very little time, no timeouts, and were able to score 2 touchdowns. Actually, the 2 touchdowns were scored when we started drives at 6:35 left in the fourth quarter, and we scored 2 touchdowns in 6 minutes and 35 seconds. A good combination of pass and run, which I like to see. I love to see passes. I mean, we ended up passing the ball about 12 times tonight and converted on about 9 of those 12. And so, that's an excellent percentage and good yardage for what we're doing.
Well, and it brings into question in the coming weeks what do they do offensively? Are they going to maybe try a two quarterback system where you're getting Bird snaps, but you're also getting Bauer snaps, getting him more comfortable with your offense moving forward? Or do you go back to Bird because you saw how well the offense moved with Bird back there and take your chances? I thought Bird, under duress, Bird has to come into the game late in the ball game at, I believe, the end of the third quarter was when he came in for that first series, and we're like, whoa, Bird's back in. So, they got a lot that they can work on. They got a lot they can do. But I think the big key for me tonight was being able to come from behind down late, knowing you can get downfield in a hurry and get a big chunk of yardage.
Oh, absolutely. Bird, I like the opportunity that they gave Bowers to be able to quarterback, because if Bird goes down, let's say he is starting next week and something happens and he has an injury, you've got that second quarterback that is able to go in and take over the offense. It may not be quite as effective, but as Bowers takes more snaps throughout the season and Bird taking the snaps, I think it's nice to have the two quarterbacks. But if I was coaching, I'm not, so I would say you need to stay with one quarterback in this offense, because it's so timely, and you've got to be able to feel what's going on in the offense, and trying to go a two-quarterback system I don't think is good. I think them giving Bowers the opportunity to quarterback tonight, I think he did a lot of good things, but this was his first start. And, you go back and look at the first starts of all quarterbacks that have come through this system. Those first starts are kind of shaky.
You're absolutely right. We got our max effort player of the game, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to leave you in suspense. We'll announce it in the pregame show next Friday night from Grain Valley. But the boys have caught on a little bit. Every Tuesday we go and we present the max effort player of the game, and the boys have kind of caught on. They know they can go on and watch to see who the max effort player of the game is going to be. So I've got a couple of nominees for the max effort player of the game. Isaiah Patrick, we were calling his name all night long on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, Jasper Davis, close to 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. And Nick Laughlin, homecoming king, with the big reception late in the ball game to go ahead and get the victory for the Cats. So, guys, be ready on Tuesday. You don't know who it's going to be, but we'll have our max effort player of the game Tuesday afternoon after practice, and we will present that, and then we will talk about it on the pregame show next Friday. Of course, our max effort last week was Jasper Davis. He's already got 2 of them. I told him we're going to have to get him a bigger wall if he's going to keep collecting these things, and you never know. He may go 3 for 5 in the early season, and hey, Jerry's a baseball guy. That's hitting 600 on the year. That isn't bad. Speaking of hitting, the Royals in the 22-game winning streak of the Cleveland Indians, so that's exciting as well. But, Gary, it was fun tonight. It was exciting at the end, and bottom line is they get a W, and you never apologize for how ugly a W is.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the kind of game you like to watch. You don't like to watch a blowout. Obviously, you don't want to watch a loss. There's nothing more exciting than your team being behind. You don't want to be behind, but your team being behind and coming back in the fourth quarter to win a game. That's what they had to do. They showed the resilience that they were able to do that, and that's going to be a big thing for them going on down in, when they get late in the season. They know that they can come back, and when you know that, then you're never in worry.
Champions, I was talking to Meeks, and I said champions are built through adversity. And if the Cats can overcome adversity, they did it here tonight. They were down late. They're coming off of 2 straight losses, and it looked like, oh, no, here we go again. We're going to have a 3-game losing streak 2 years in a row. Instead, they flipped the script and get a late comeback win. And that's just like you said, going to help them down the road.
Well, and they beat a good 4-0 team. I mean, it wasn't given to them. I mean, Excelsior played a very good game tonight. And so I think, knowing that you didn't beat an easy team, that you went out against a team that was undefeated and you were able to beat them, again, confidence, leads to more confidence, and I think that's what they're going to be able to drive off up as we go through the season.
Well, and with the Excelsior Springs on the other side of it, now Excelsior Springs coaching staff, they've got to get their guys back, kind of circle the wagon, so to speak, and say, guys, hey, it's just one game. You're still 4-1, come back next week, come back strong. You don't want that to snowball the other way, because I talked about it last year when the Cats were at 3-3. I said the good coaching staff got them to where they needed to be, because a lot of times teams can snowball the other way in a situation like that. Excelsior, the way they play, their quarterback play, and the way they are, I think they're going to be just fine. But it's going to be an interesting MRVC season. I see 2 or 3 teams towards the top there that it could be a 3-way battle all the way through.
Well, and we're 1-0 and they're 0-1. They may be 4-0, or excuse me, now 4-1, but where it really counts as far as conference goes, we're 1-0 and they're 0-1.
Absolutely. So, again, your final score tonight, 26-21. Harrisonville wins it on homecoming 2017. Your homecoming king, Nick Laughlin, with a big touchdown late in this one to give the Cats the victory. I want to thank Gary Davidson, Ron Allschlager, my videographer, our producer back here, Jerry Forschler. For all of them, I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Harrisonville. We'll see you next Friday from Grain Valley.